Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishi, why don't you go downstairs? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry, I'm quite alright. It's, as I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many, I am still very much in good standing.
How difficult is it?
Oh, well, you see, historically speaking, the Tianshu, we also want to keep any prospective Tianshu can. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then...
Correct. Unfortunately, not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessor.
Oh?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all.
It's Yeon!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't...
Alright then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes...
Huh? Yeon, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you... So, how about this? If your investigation...
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, oh, and no need to pay for your tea. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Ming, try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it just...
Qianwei? Mingbo?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much...
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion, and I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I...
Oh, I mean...
That's called being complacent.
Oh, come on. That's just...
All right, you two. Let's not get into a... Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying...
Fine.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first... I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done. Finished, huh?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked, and keep in mind, whoever gets in has to That's for me to know. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us, and I trust you've read through my manifesto. I'd be more than happy.
Mind your tone, miss.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, with your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please, introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I've worked there for, 9 years. I have 12 active cases at the moment. My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some...
Oh, okay.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess...
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from, but I'm confident in my plan. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your...
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues, if it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical and...
Here's my take on what we... As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many but he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured, but he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites.
Perfect summary! Paimon couldn't agree more!
Last but not least, Yi. His manifesto is full of pertinent The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's.
Great!
We'll see. Let's...
I see.
All right. Then let me ask this. The ideas in Yi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
I didn't want to say anything when Those three candidates have all... But Qianwei went on to focus on his...
Whoa! So how did you get to know...
Qianwei was referred to me by an old... We first met while fishing. Yi came from a poor family, and his parents... He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quiet. And now, all of a sudden, the young are growing up and...
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me.
Oh, you. There's really no need.
Sounds like you sure love
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time.
fresh fish soup.
Doesn't it? Also, when we've been fishing recently, that flavor makes for a fond memory.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too?
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back.
I appointed you as the... Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were... This decision must be guided by what is fair, remember.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself. So, it's gonna... His manifesto was written well, and...
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more testers?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you... The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest. For example...
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trick.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's back.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will... Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing...
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has...
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
What's Bulai doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high.
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of since I accidentally dropped one into a well, and
Even so...
all right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't. If you won't take him,
Okay, well... Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any idea.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time. He returned cruelty with kindness. Injustice with peace.
He sounds like a decent man. We can...
Why are you asking about him anyway? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the...
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lin Long. Come on, try not to let him see you. We want...
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Lin Long.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Jerry seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where...
Dewey, wait! You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Jerry.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, you'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come...
Take it easy. Take it easy. The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We've heard about this young man called Jur-E, who's supposed to be a fantastic...
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. Without...
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you strong.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but...
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple...
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society...
Wow, she switched
Society for Fish Price Research. I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage, and he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien. Who, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often... It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that I think he has pretty low self-esteem. But hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved, and nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my...
The more times you say it, the less
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay. Take it easy.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to... What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course, We also heard that Master Dooku is a kind and virtuous swordsman.
Great! So what do you wish to know? No.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dooku.
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the... I've heard many tales of jury. Probably because it's nothing that important.
Oh, I can completely understand that.
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about... Before that, people always used to talk about jury in... Sometimes he gives me candies. So I'm glad that people are starting to like it.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dooku is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legend.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about...
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Genshin Tea House.
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dooku.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it? Ji seems to have a great reputation. Uncle's...
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Sudden? Too good to be true? What are you...
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. Do you remember what Doogu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within his childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent.
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be...
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Ji about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage? Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be... Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House. Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before...
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious.
Even though Yelan took it, well, we gotta start some... Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei.
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered...
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had the young master of the Feiyun once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly
Who'da thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can...
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information. Chen Wei often sees business opportunities that others. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his
What a strange guy.
To validate his theories.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're he-
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am...
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois, but after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal...
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the... According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to... Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was...
Whoa.
Like I said before, things are not...
Ah! So that's what you meant by that. Paimon's...
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment. Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, at some point, a rumor began to go around that there, a long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mine...
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the Zhiyi's manifesto focuses on solving problems. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their... Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Oh yeah! Zhiyi said the Blackcliff...
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Zhiyi's secret?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would still, since the...
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we... What about Zhiyi? Is there another side to him too?
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, this is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems they also... We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there. At this rate, by the time the Qing... That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. That's the advantage of planning this far in it.
When you put it like that, it all makes... So, who's really behind...
That's a question for the newcomers. But...
Excuse us. We want...
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure...
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the... It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it...
Interesting. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints.
He went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up! These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned... Take it easy. Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working. Look at these ashes.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before...
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge?
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else.
Darn! Guess this is where our trail...
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find... I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letter.
Really? Paimon can't smell...
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate, where some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by... But it's all I need. Now I know...
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Zhiyi's regular contacts. Since Zhiyi likes fishing, I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhiyi before. Then the waves got so... When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhiyi once bought a recipe from one of the...
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhiyi, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first,
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't... It's raining again? Is it good? If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way. It looks like we're all here. Well then, I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianxi.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush.
Qianwei has many pioneer. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across after much consideration.
What?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little... In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. Would either of you entertain the possibility?
I'll have to see.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave!
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of them!
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian...
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake? I guess Zhi didn't let us go.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than...
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have...
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed...
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he... Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Could you explain to me how that works?
Our customers are free to dress however they please.
Okay, fair enough, but...
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me...
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago.
Liquor? And...
Where to?
Shigu Antiques. Hey, Miss Linlong. So we're friends of his. He's been
Sure. Which model are you?
We don't really...
Juri picked up his set not long. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue.
For this set, the wine glasses are...
Okay. Thanks, Lean Long.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any...
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed grant.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay?
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Juri went...
If so, it's no ordinary
What do you mean?
First of all, Juri isn't much of a drinker. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself. No. This is a victory feat. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high... Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description?
Fatui officials
Have both locations surrounded.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance, in which case, we don't need to change...
Great idea! So we...
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught,
I'm well aware, but don't you stick to your orders. And make sure we're covering all...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Juri may...
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui
The key here is consumer psychology.
Perfect timing. Wen Yuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusuf...
Qingshu Pool? That's the...
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sense of Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunt... This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past. The workers left an emergency access route. If we... Still, be ready to fight...
Don't worry, we're all professionals. By the way, Yelan...
They have other things to take care of first. Quietly now. Busted. Take it easy. As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
I see that? That's gotta be the Vituian Bath. That must be the emergency access room.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
The water's gone down.
Take it easy. Quietly now. Gotcha. Busted!
Dodge this! With the wind!
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over. The waters flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
The door is open. Let's go!
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Take it easy. Busted. Take it easy. Here comes the catch.
This moment will be frozen in time.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine. Come on, bottoms up. After you.
Oh, sorry.
You'll get there. If you want to...
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struck. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your... Come on, another round.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning. I'm more timid than you realize.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky.
You have performed excellently. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other...
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tian hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all... What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to cap...
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, but soon, everything will be taken... I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said?
How could I forget? The only way is for you to shine bright in the team.
Yes, under normal... Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you... And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your...
Heck, when you're not in the company of the...
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. How well this goes for us depends...
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. Huh? Zhi, you poisoned my wine?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
You...
How could I not? I've said... You really think I'd put myself through...
You imbecile.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark, I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the Fatui planted undercover agents but things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelm, it explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the... Of course, none of that will have anything to do...
Zhi, do you really think you're gonna get away with... after I die?
A record? Oh.
What?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing... He'll help me tie up all the loose... He has been eyeing your position...
That traitor!
Shh. Relax. It's all sweet dreams.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went... I have them all surrounded. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything.
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and...
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict... Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on... Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee... I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here.
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Juri. Clever people can... There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's... He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you...
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that...
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Juri these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. I'll have someone remove the explosives.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. Don't worry, get some rest. See ya. Take it easy.
There is now no poison left in his system.
Dr. Baiju, is my
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed... It's good we caught it in time.
How did they successfully secure such as... Unfortunately for them...
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember...
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes. The exhaustion seems to have got...
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle
You have my gratitude. people can change their...
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion...
Yes, to be quite honest, when I first met Yuri, I concluded that he had. In the end, even he. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
I have to admit, the intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very... He chose that specific liquor from Shinue kiosk because the fiery... He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the... Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences.
How is Yuri now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said?
Yes, Yuri's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the... But once the Fatui became involved...
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunate.
Uncle Tien? Yeon? What are you talking about?
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position with Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Jur-E. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan. Yusupov's pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan...
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan...
The Fatui must be spying on us.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger, Regrator... The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only... It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any to... I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Genshin.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. All right, I'm done.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions, just ask... Take it easy.
Cool it!
Game's up. Time's over.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Gotcha!
Cool it! What's the hurry?
Things are about to get dicey.
Don't get frostbite. Don't push your luck.
Quietly now.
Dodge this! Windblade!
Take it easy. Take it easy. Busted. Gotcha. Game's up. Time's over.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Add a
There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Yeah. Hit.